What's good, everybody? Today, I would like to say welcome to everyone and thank you for listening, wherever you listening from or wherever you can hear your podcast from. As you know, my name is Jamal, aka J Storm, and this is the Perfect Storm Podcast, aka the PSP. And before I get into the topic of what I have to discuss, I just want to let y'all know I hope everyone's safe out there. I hope you keep doing what you're doing to get through this quarantine, etc. Now, I'm gonna let y'all know on this little secret. In my last recording, which would be posted whenever I feel like it or whenever I have the chance to, I would like to say that sometimes, people go through a lot in silence. So my topic today will just be just talking about how I generally feel. Right now, I'm feeling pretty good. Just living daily through quarantine. It's been sad a little bit, but at the same time, got to keep moving forward. So that's why I want to discuss. But today, for the main topic of discussion, I just want to talk about the how would you say the mental health of everyone today or been lately? Because so far, I've seen people that have been dealing with this quarantine roughly, or everything's back to normal to them a little bit, just a little bit more precaution and more protection, any way you put it. So sorry if I'm fumbling my words or if I'm not making sense right now. It's just I'm just going off like off the top of my head. I don't have like anything written down because if anyone who knows me, I like to be genuine, laid back, and carefree. And sometimes I be inconsistent with my words, but as long as you can understand what I'm talking about, what I'm saying, that's all that matters to me. Like, as long as you get the message, that's all I care about. But yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on. And I just been doing a lot of schoolwork, homework, and just living my life. So I just want to know how y'all doing today. So that's all I can say. But like I said, the topic about mental health. Mental health is like a very important thing, and I know everyone goes through trials and tribulations just so they can be the person who they are today. So the main thing I want to discuss is about self love and self acceptance because there are two different things. Because you can love yourself with all your passion, like loving yourself after you worked out who you are as a person, all the trials and tribulations you have went through, etc. However, not many of us know or fail to like realize we also have to self accept ourselves. So say like you like just for like a small friendly example, like you and your friend talking, but you have like an addiction or just you like coffee a lot and that person don't particularly like coffee a lot and they kind of don't like it when you don't they kind of don't like it when you drink a lot of coffee, and it's like you should not be drinking coffee but you still do it anyway. It's like you love yourself to know like, okay, I know I love coffee, but to accept that this coffee business or me consuming a lot of coffee could be some trouble and some at times. Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like self acceptance, because you have to accept both good and bad about yourself in order to self love yourself and to keep moving forward in life. So yeah, that's the main thing I want to talk about. Even though I'm saying there's a lot of things I could talk about, but it's just I don't know. I just like to like go off the top of the head, like again, like I said, and just talk about many things. And I just like to talk to people and connect with people and such. So yeah, hopefully, like I said, I put these recordings out, and this is gonna be trial runs. But at this point, I'm pretty like making a podcast. It's just I'm so carefree and laid back. It's just sometimes I forget I have like a podcast set up, and I just be like going about my day. It's like I'm a type of person that's like I don't attend to things to do things right away unless it's like serious or it's like I'm really motivated to do so. If not, I'll just like leave it wherever it is, and as long as I know it's there, I could just do it whenever I feel like it. But I want to just try to be more consistent with this podcast thing because I like to talk to people, talk about what's in my mind and such like that. And another thing, if the podcast just talking about like any topic and gaming is not really working, I could just turn this podcast into like how I do on my Snapchat, aka at Haitian_561. That's my Snapchat. Um, self promo right there, self plug and all that stuff. But yeah, I could just make it to like how I do like my nightly thoughts and just put down like what I think about as like a auto journal and stuff like that. But what I'm also thinking about is just taking my Instagram and Snapchat and then ask for a topic, and then I'll just talk about a topic and try to do my best to inform people, but also get my personal experience about it. But it's mostly gonna be like my personal experience about it. So I'll just try, like I said, incorporate information about it. But that's gonna wrap up this episode today. So hopefully you heard the other two episodes that I'm gonna try to post out before this one, and hopefully I have like a time or a schedule that I do these recordings, if that makes sense. Because like again, I'm not really the type of person to like, oh, gotta do this now. Like, no, I like to take my time. I like to do it on my own time, and I just like to relax now. Cause way before this whole thing, I was just more of a go getter and stuff like that, please everybody else, and also do what I need to do to get by, without like taking time to rest for myself as much as I did of putting out energy to like help myself, also help others around me. But that's another story for another time. But anyways, thank you for listening. Hopefully you gave me feedback by now, and hopefully you actually like the podcast and me talking. So it's your boy Jamal, aka J Storm, and this is the Perfect Storm Podcast, aka PSP. Until then, be safe, my beautiful people, and have a lovely and wonderful day. Take care.